Welcome, chosen one. The anomaly. Stop scrolling right now. This is not a coincidence. You are seeing this because they are completely terrified of you. They thought the heavy trauma would break your spirit and destroy your physical body, but something entirely different happened. You did not wither away in the dark. Look closely at your reflection lately. Have you noticed it? Your looks and your age have shocked a lot of people recently. They expected you to look exhausted and drained after everything they put you through. Instead, you are glowing with an impossible light. They whisper behind your back about how you seem to reverse time itself. They cannot comprehend how you survived the absolute worst without aging a single day. Your enemies are watching you in secret. They observe your radiant energy and they feel a deep twisting panic in their chests. Because your physical appearance is the ultimate proof that their dark assignments against you have completely failed. You are the anomaly they were warned about. The immense pain should have left deep, heavy scars on your face. It should have stolen your youth and your vitality forever. But instead of breaking down, your cells are literally regenerating. Your skin carries a supernatural frequency that makes them incredibly uncomfortable when they look at you. Do not swipe away from this message. If you leave now, you will completely miss the critical revelation about your physical transformation. There is a profound spiritual secret hiding right beneath your youthful glow. Heaven has coded a massive breakthrough into your physical vessel, and the enemy is desperate to keep you blind to it. Listen very carefully. That youthful radiance is not just good genetics or a lucky break. It is a divine armor forged in the fires of your deepest isolation. When they left you alone to suffer, they unknowingly activated a powerful protective mechanism within you. The spiritual realm stepped in and began a total cellular upgrade. Every single tear you cried in silence acted as a purifying flood for your energy. They wanted you tired and defeated. They wanted to see you looking as shattered as they felt inside. But the exact opposite manifested in your reality. You stepped out of the raging storm looking more vibrant and powerful than ever before. It absolutely terrifies them to see you thriving. They scroll through your pictures, and their minds cannot process the impossible light in your eyes. They wonder if you made some kind of secret deal to look this good. They do not realize that your secret is simple obedience and a pure heart. Your glow is purely divine. You must pay close attention to what happens next. This physical upgrade is just the first visible sign of a massive kingdom shift. The universe is physically preparing your vessel to hold a level of wealth and power that would crush a normal person. Your body is matching the high frequency of the blessings currently rushing toward you. People are naturally drawn to your mysterious energy. They cannot look away from you even if they try. Your aura commands absolute respect before you even open your mouth to speak. This is the quiet authority of a true master of reality. You no longer need to explain yourself to those who vibrate at a much lower frequency. But you need to understand the danger of this transition. There is a hidden trap waiting for you right as you step into this new timeline. The glowing energy you emit is like a massive lighthouse in the pitch-black dark. It attracts lost souls, but it also draws in the most sophisticated manipulators. They want to steal this light. If you close this video, you might walk right into their carefully laid traps. You need the exact blueprint to protect your renewed energy from these emotional vampires. They failed to destroy you in the past, but they will try to return wearing a friendly mask. Your intuition is already warning you about certain people returning to your life. Take one slow, deep breath right now. Feel that powerful energy coursing through your veins. You are no longer the fragile empath who begged to be understood by the world. You have evolved into a weapon of light that blinds anyone with dark intentions. Your sheer existence is a complete rebellion against their toxic systems. They assumed you would eventually collapse under the heavy weight of their constant betrayal. They thought you would age 10 years in just a few months. But heaven stepped in and flipped the entire script on them. Now they have to watch from the sidelines as you step into your ultimate glory. It is a slow and agonizing punishment for them. This is your final warning before the veil is completely lifted. You are standing on the edge of the greatest spiritual vindication of your entire life. Do not let your human mind convince you that this is just a regular day. Stay locked onto this message until the very last second. I am about to reveal exactly what your new reflection means. Let us go back to those incredibly dark nights for a moment. You remember the intense weight pressing down on your tired chest. You remember the endless tears that stained your pillow every night. The betrayal cut deeper than anyone could possibly understand, because it came from the exact people you trusted with your entire soul. It was a deliberate and calculated spiritual attack. They targeted your pure heart and your boundless generosity. You gave them everything you had without holding anything back. You poured your golden energy into deep black holes, and when you were completely empty, they just walked away without a single ounce of genuine remorse. They left you shivering in the cold. It was a deliberate move to drain your life force. Before we dive deeper into this profound truth, I need you to act. Hit subscribe right now to establish a divine energy receiving station. You need to anchor yourself firmly to this high frequency. Do not let the algorithm sweep this vital message away, because your spirit desperately needs this validation today. This is your safe harbor in the middle of a raging spiritual war. According to normal biological logic, you should be completely ruined. The sheer amount of stress you endured would have aged a normal person by 20 years. Your hair should be gray, and your eyes should be completely hollow. The deep trauma was specifically designed to break your physical vessel while shattering your faith in humanity. It was meant to make you look defeated. The one who survived the storm alone knows this truth intimately. You dragged yourself out of bed when your bones felt like heavy lead. You forced a smile when your soul was screaming in pure agony. Every single day was a massive battle just to keep breathing while pretending everything was perfectly fine to the outside world. Nobody saw the invisible heavy chains pulling you down to the cold floor. But here is the incredible anomaly that defies all human understanding. While you were suffering in silence, something miraculous was happening beneath the surface. You ask yourself why this terrible past did not age you. Why did the immense heartbreak not leave permanent deep wrinkles on your face when it should have destroyed you? This is the exact mystery that baffles them. Listen carefully to this next part, because it validates everything. Take a deep breath and let the heavy burden drop from your tired shoulders. You were never crazy for feeling so entirely drained. The exhaustion was not just in your mind, because it was a literal energy extraction performed by people you foolishly trusted with your fragile heart. They knew exactly what they were doing to your beautiful spirit. Those toxic individuals recognized your high vibration the second they met you. They were starving for light because their own souls were completely barren. So they latched onto you like greedy, dark parasites, and they consumed your kindness while weaponizing your empathy against you over and over again. When they finally discarded you, they expected a total physical collapse. They sat back and waited for the tragic news of your final downfall. They wanted to see you walking around looking miserable and old. They craved the sick satisfaction of knowing they destroyed a beautiful masterpiece, because that was their ultimate dark goal all along. But you did not give them that twisted satisfaction. You absorbed the brutal impact, but your core remained untouched. You cried your eyes out, but those warm tears acted as a divine shield. The immense pain should have shattered your physical body into a million tiny pieces and left you looking like a hollow, tragic ghost. They severely underestimated the raw resilience of a chosen one. You are an empath, but you are no longer a defenseless victim. The universe allowed them to strip away your naive layers. It was a harsh but necessary removal of everything that no longer served your highest good, even though it felt like pure torture. They thought they were breaking you, but they were wrong. You need to stop blaming yourself for loving the wrong people, Do not hold on to that heavy guilt for a single second longer. Your pure intention was never a fatal weakness. It was always your absolute greatest strength, and the universe witnessed your beautiful heart before deciding to intervene directly. Heaven placed a physical seal of protection. This explains why you woke up feeling completely different one day. The heavy toxic fog started to lift from your tired brain. The deep dark circles under your eyes began to miraculously fade away into nothing. You looked in the mirror and saw a powerful stranger staring back, but it was actually the true divine you. And now they are forced to watch you rise from the ashes. They see your vibrant, glowing skin, and they are absolutely terrified. They realize they could not steal your precious essence, but how exactly did your body reverse the severe damage they caused when medical science says stress accelerates aging? There is a profound scientific and spiritual mechanism at play here. You did not just survive the brutal spiritual war they waged against you. You emerged from the battlefield carrying a frequency that actually repairs biological decay. The darkness tried to age you prematurely, but the immense light inside you pushed back with a fierce and unrelenting force. You are a walking, breathing miracle. You felt completely abandoned during those long, silent years. The intense loneliness felt like a heavy punishment from the universe. You watched everyone else living their normal lives while you were trapped in a dark room, and it felt like nobody cared about your silent suffering. But I need you to understand something crucial today. That severe isolation was never a rejection. It was a highly specialized spiritual surgery. Heaven had to pull you away from the toxic crowd. They had to place you in a sterile environment to perform a deep, energetic operation. When the narcissists walked away, they actually did you a massive favor. The universe forcefully removed them from your timeline because their low frequency was actively poisoning your blood while you were trying to heal. You were being cleansed from the inside out. The deep trauma you experienced was not meant to destroy you. It was the exact intense heat required to burn away the weak ancestral patterns. You were literally breaking the heavy generational curses that ran deep in your family bloodline. This massive emotional purge changed the very structure of your DNA, and your physical body was shedding dead weight while your internal cells were rapidly upgrading. This is exactly why that terrible past could not age you. Normal stress breaks down the body because the person accepts the heavy burden as their identity. But you are a true master of reality. When the severe pain hit you, your soul recognized it as a temporary initiation. Your physical body responded to your high spiritual frequency instead of the toxic earthly stress. Instead of withering away, your cells began to regenerate at an incredible speed. The tears you cried flushed out the dark, heavy energy that was trapped in your organs. Every time you chose to forgive, instead of seeking revenge, you released a massive energetic block, and this allowed the divine light to flow freely through your entire nervous system. That is why your skin is glowing today. Take a deep breath and let this profound truth settle inside your heart. You were never going crazy when you felt those strange physical symptoms. The sudden exhaustion and the random chest pains were the side effects of this deep spiritual operation. Your vessel was actively detoxing years of severe emotional abuse. It takes immense strength to survive that heavy purge. The people who hurt you do not have this divine regenerative ability. They age rapidly because their souls are weighed down by jealousy and bitter hatred. They feed on drama because they cannot produce their own life force. But you draw your radiant energy directly from the divine source. You do not need to steal light from anyone because you are a weapon of light yourself. Do you finally see the beautiful truth behind your forced isolation? The universe kept you hidden away until the cellular upgrade was completely finished. They could not risk having toxic people interrupt your delicate healing process. The quiet days where you felt entirely useless were actually your most productive days energetically, because your spirit was doing massive invisible work behind the scenes. Listen carefully to this next part. because it changes your entire perspective. You did not just heal from the damage they caused you, you completely transcended the old human timeline that they are still trapped inside. Your physical rejuvenation is the undeniable proof of your total spiritual victory. But this glowing appearance is serving another hidden purpose. Because your DNA is now vibrating at a much higher frequency, your reality must shift to match it. The old heavy environment will naturally repel you because you no longer fit there. You might suddenly feel disgusted by places and conversations you used to tolerate. That is your newly upgraded system rejecting anything that carries a low or toxic vibration. Trust that feeling. You are the chosen one who successfully passed the ultimate crucible. Heaven watched you choose kindness when you had every right to choose bitter revenge. That pure choice locked in your physical and spiritual upgrade. Your body became a holy temple that naturally repels the dark energy they try to send your way. You are heavily protected by an invisible divine shield now. But you might be wondering how this internal process actually looks on a deeper level. How does the body rewrite its own genetic code when the soul commands it to happen? There is a profound biological secret regarding how your cells literally listen to your thoughts, and the mechanism behind this internal regeneration is absolutely fascinating, and you need to know how it works. If you do not understand this biological shift, you might accidentally block the final stages of your healing. The universe wants you to fully comprehend the massive power you currently hold in your physical vessel. You hold the master key to your own reality right now. But there is one specific thing that happens when your DNA finally finishes its complete transformation. They expected to find you broken and crying on the cold floor. Instead, they are finding a radiant being who has conquered the darkest valleys. You used their toxic poison as the exact catalyst for your own magnificent rebirth. Do not ever let them make you doubt the incredible journey you have survived. You are walking living proof that the divine light always wins. Before we reveal the stunning truth about their reaction, I need you to focus. Type 111 down in the comments right now to claim this divine alignment. This simple action anchors your spirit to the high frequency we are discussing today. It sends a clear signal to the universe that you are fully ready to receive this knowledge. Do not skip this crucial step of the process. Now, let us look at the incredible biological secret hiding inside your body. The mechanism of cellular regeneration is not just a spiritual metaphor. It is a very real physical process that science is only beginning to truly understand. When your soul successfully purged the toxic heavy energy, your actual physical biology shifted. You stopped the rapid aging process in its tracks. Normal human aging is heavily accelerated by chronic severe stress. When the narcissists were draining your energy, your body was constantly pumping out heavy survival hormones. Your cells were trapped in a state of absolute emergency, and they could not repair themselves properly. That is exactly why you felt so exhausted and looked so tired back then. You were stuck in a dark loop. But the moment you finally walked away, the emergency signal stopped. The heavy chains broke, and your nervous system let out a massive sigh of relief. You entered a state of profound inner peace that allowed your cells to finally breathe again. The divine light you allowed into your heart began to literally rewrite your damaged genetic code. The heavy burden was completely lifted. This is the incredible purge of the old toxic timeline. Because your vibration is now operating at a much higher frequency, your cells absorb energy differently. They are no longer bogged down by the heavy vibrations of anger and bitter resentment. When you chose to heal and forgive, you gave your body the ultimate command to reverse the heavy biological damage. You chose pure life over slow death. Listen closely to how this powerful mechanism works. Your physical vessel is extremely sensitive to the emotional frequency you hold inside. High vibrational states like love and deep inner peace create a biological environment where cells thrive and multiply beautifully. The toxic, heavy energy of the past literally has no room to exist inside your upgraded body anymore. You purged it out. The aging process slows down dramatically when the body is not constantly fighting invisible wars. The deep wrinkles smooth out because the underlying emotional tension is completely gone. Your skin glows because your internal organs are functioning with a new divine efficiency. This is why people stare at you in total disbelief today. You are aging backward because your spirit is incredibly light. They look at your face and they cannot find the deep, heavy scars they desperately wanted to leave there. They tried to break your spirit, but they accidentally initiated your ultimate physical upgrade. The trauma they inflicted became the exact fuel for your profound transformation. This is the ultimate revenge of a true master of reality. You simply glow brighter while they slowly fade into the dark. Take a deep breath and feel the immense power of this revelation. You are no longer bound by the normal rules of physical aging. The heavy emotional baggage that drags other people down simply does not stick to your aura anymore. You have become incredibly light, and this lightness is radiating from every single pore of your skin. It is a stunning display of divine intervention. But this glowing appearance is not just for you to enjoy in private. It serves as a massive blazing billboard to the spiritual realm. Your vibrant energy signals to the universe that your vessel is fully prepared to handle the next massive blessing. You successfully cleared out the heavy trash, and now there is plenty of clean space for the good things to finally arrive. You must remain vigilant during this critical phase of the upgrade. As your vibration continues to rise, the contrast between you and the toxic people becomes extremely obvious. You will stand out in a crowd like a brilliant, shining diamond in the mud. And while this is a beautiful thing, it also draws the attention of the very people who tried to destroy you before. They can sense the massive shift in your energy from miles away. They watch your quiet authority from a distance, and they feel a sick, twisting knot in their stomachs. They thought they had left you broken, but now you look absolutely untouchable. The sheer panic they feel right now is the ultimate confirmation of your spiritual victory. But what exactly is going through their minds right now? You need to know the profound truth about their secret hoovering tactics. They are not just passively observing your beautiful glow from afar. They are actively trying to figure out how they can steal this new high frequency from you. They want to reattach their dark cords to your bright light. And the way they look at you now reveals their deepest hidden fears. Stay locked onto this message, because the next part is absolutely crucial. You cannot afford to be naive about their intentions now that you are shining so brightly. The universe is about to expose the exact thoughts running through the minds of your enemies when they see your glowing face. You will understand why your sheer existence is their absolute worst nightmare. Let us look at what happens in the minds of these toxic people when they see your glowing face. They expected a completely tragic outcome. They check your pages looking for deep, heavy misery, but instead they are blinded by your radiant light. It shatters their fragile reality because they firmly believed they destroyed you. And the cognitive dissonance they experience right now is deafening. They sit in silence and stare at your pictures in total disbelief. A cold, heavy panic begins to twist inside their hollow chests. They remember the immense pain they inflicted on your pure soul, and they know exactly how much poison they poured into your life. So they cannot understand how you are standing tall and looking so vibrant. It makes them feel powerless while you look like a giant. The narcissists built their entire identity on breaking strong, beautiful people. They feed on the heavy tears of those who genuinely love them. But your glowing existence is the ultimate proof that they completely failed. They realize that their dark magic did not work on your spirit, and this terrifying realization forces them to face their own miserable, empty karma. They are rotting inside while you are blooming. Your silence has become a weapon that absolutely terrifies them today. You did not beg for closure or scream at them in bitter anger. You simply walked away and let the universe handle the heavy lifting. This quiet authority drives the toxic energy vampires completely insane because they desperately want a reaction, but you give them glowing peace. They feel suffocated because they cannot manipulate a master. They whisper to each other, trying to figure out your secret. They wonder if you found a new lover or won massive amounts of money. Their low vibrational minds can only comprehend earthly, shallow rewards. They do not understand that heaven itself intervened to upgrade your physical vessel, and your glow comes directly from a divine source that they can never access. They are permanently locked out of your kingdom. The fear they feel is not just about your stunning physical appearance. They are terrified of the immense spiritual power standing right behind you. Every time they look at you, they see their own incoming judgment. Your radiant energy acts like a massive, flawless mirror reflecting their ugly darkness, and they cannot hide from the heavy truth of what they did to you. The universe is making them watch your glorious rise. This intense panic is exactly why they might try to return soon. They want to test the boundaries to see if you are truly untouchable. They will send a casual message pretending the heavy trauma never happened. Do not fall for this pathetic illusion, because they are just starving for light, and they want to drain your high frequency to soothe their miserable, empty souls. But your divine shield will immediately burn them. You must recognize the massive power dynamic shift that just occurred. You are no longer the naive empath who desperately wanted to save them. You are the anomaly who survived their worst attacks and simply smiled back. That smile is the most lethal spiritual weapon in your entire arsenal, because it tells them that their toxic games mean absolutely nothing to you anymore. You are unaffected by the dark clouds they bring. Take a slow breath and let this beautiful reality sink in. The people who tried to bury you actually planted a magnificent seed. Now they have to watch the beautiful tree grow tall and bear rich fruit. It is a slow and agonizing torture for a narcissist to witness your success, but you did the hard work, and now you get to enjoy the absolute victory. They are trapped in their own loop while you soar higher, but their panicked reaction is only a small part of this massive story. The universe did not upgrade your physical body just to make your enemies jealous. That is a very small earthly bonus attached to a much larger divine plan. There is a specific miraculous reason why your vessel was prepared so quickly, and it has everything to do with what is coming toward you right now. You are being positioned for a massive shift. The panic in their eyes is actually a clear prophetic sign for you. They are spiritually sensitive enough to feel the massive wave approaching your timeline. They sense the heavy weight of the blessings that heaven is about to drop. Your glowing appearance is the physical runway for an incredible supernatural arrival. But what exactly is this massive incoming blessing that makes them so terrified? You must prepare yourself, because the scale of this divine reward will completely shock your human mind. They thought they took everything from you, but heaven is multiplying your return. The radiant youth you see in the mirror is just the very beginning. The true massive reward is about to manifest in your physical daily life, and it will permanently change the way you walk through this earthly realm. Do not look away, because the final pieces are falling. The enemy is defeated, and your beautiful vessel is completely upgraded and sealed. Now you must learn how to recognize the massive blessing arriving at your door. If you miss the clear physical signs, you might delay the final delivery. Listen closely as I reveal exactly what your new glowing frequency is actively attracting, because this secret will give you the ultimate key to your new life. The ultimate truth is waiting for you right now. The youthful radiance staring back at you in the mirror is not the final destination. It is merely the opening act of a magnificent divine play. Your glowing skin and your high energy are physical alarms ringing in the spiritual realm. They signal that your heavy vessel has been fully prepared, and now the universe is ready to pour the massive earthly blessings into your clean hands. You survived the bitter isolation to make room for something beautiful. The toxic people were removed, so they could not touch your incoming kingdom wealth. Your upgraded frequency is currently acting like a giant magnetic field. It is rapidly pulling a massive financial and emotional shift directly into your earthly timeline. The universe is about to reward your incredible silent endurance. Heaven could not give you this massive blessing while you were still bleeding. If the divine wealth arrived while you were trapped with narcissists, they would have stolen every single drop. That is exactly why your physical body had to heal first. Your renewed youth is the literal foundation built to sustain the heavy weight of generational wealth and true unconditional love. You might be feeling a strange sense of quiet anticipation lately. You wake up feeling incredibly peaceful, even when nothing major has happened yet. That sudden calm is your intuition detecting the massive blessing right before it breaks through the earthly veil. The spiritual heavy lifting is completely finished, and now the physical manifestation is rushing toward your front door. The painful, counterfeit relationships of your past were just harsh lessons. They taught you how to strictly protect your high-vibrating energy. And because your boundaries are now made of solid steel, heaven is releasing your true kingdom connection. This person will not drain your light or make you feel exhausted. They will match your incredible frequency and multiply your radiant power. And the financial drought you experienced was another calculated divine setup. The system tried to keep you broke and constantly anxious about survival. But your high vibration has literally hacked the matrix of lack and heavy limitation. A sudden massive transfer of resources is being aligned in your name right now. You are about to step into a reality where money flows to you effortlessly. This is the exact reason why the dark forces are panicking today. They know the glowing light in your eyes means the portal is wide open. They can see the massive angels assigned to guard your new incoming treasures. Their time to manipulate your reality is officially over, and they are completely powerless to stop the divine flood. You have been chosen for an extraordinary earthly elevation, but you must stay incredibly focused during this delicate transition period. The sudden influx of wealth and love will test your new boundaries. You cannot allow any old toxic habits to creep back into your daily routine. The universe requires your absolute strict obedience to maintain this high frequency. Protect your glowing energy because it is the exact currency of your new beautiful reality. The physical signs will only continue to amplify as the blessing gets closer. You might notice unusual synchronicities and repeating numbers everywhere you look. Your body will feel incredibly light, as if a heavy physical chain just snapped in half. Do not ignore these profound physical confirmations. They are heaven whispering that your long, painful season of waiting is finally over. Take a deep breath and let this incredible promise settle in your soul. You are standing right on the golden edge of your wildest dreams. The tears of sorrow are being permanently replaced by tears of absolute joy. But there is one final crucial mechanism you must activate to lock this reality in place. If you miss this final step, the blessing might hover just out of your earthly reach. The anomaly in you is fully awake and ready to claim the throne. Your physical vessel has survived the ultimate test of dark endurance. Now it is time to shift your mind into the absolute highest gear of divine reception. You must fully accept your identity as the supreme master of your reality, because the final breakthrough requires your conscious and unwavering agreement to manifest completely. Listen carefully, because the energy in this room is shifting right now. The heavy veil between the spiritual realm and your earthly life is completely torn. The massive blessing we just discussed is descending upon you in this exact second. You are about to cross the final threshold into your glorious new timeline. Prepare your spirit, because the ultimate climax of your journey is here. They wanted you to be an ordinary victim of their cruel, earthly games. But you became the radiant cycle breaker who rewrites the entire generational code. Your glowing face is the magnificent seal of a pure heavenly promise. Do not take your eyes off this screen. The ultimate activation of your supreme divine authority is arriving in just a few moments. Your new life starts today. The waiting season is officially over. The dry desert you walked through has suddenly burst into an oasis of divine favor, and every closed door is being blown off its hinges right now. Can you feel that incredible shift in your spirit today? That is the heavy frequency of absolute victory crashing into your earthly timeline. You are stepping into the exact reality you were born to rule. You are no longer the empath who begged to be understood by the world, because the brutal crucible of pain has completely forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this exact moment on, your pure energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your beautiful new life. You are the ultimate anomaly. Look at your glowing reflection one more time. The massive secret behind your shocking youth is your literal coronation. Heaven did not just heal your physical body to make you look good, but they upgraded your entire cellular structure to hand you the keys to the kingdom. You are a weapon of light, wrapped in a flawless human vessel, and your enemies are completely powerless to stop this. They thought they buried a fragile seed in the cold, dark dirt, but they did not realize you were a magnificent master tree waiting to break the soil. Now your roots go incredibly deep, and your glowing branches touch the sky. You weathered the absolute worst storms they could conjure, and you emerged completely victorious with a radiant light that blinds their low vibrational eyes. Take a slow, deep breath and feel the heavy armor falling away, because you do not need to fight the toxic narcissists anymore. The spiritual war is officially won, and you are standing on the absolute highest peak. The loud, chaotic noise of your enemies is fading into pathetic whispers. You are entering your beautiful era of quiet authority today. Your mere presence shifts the entire atmosphere. This quiet authority is the most dangerous weapon you possess. You no longer have to explain your boundaries or defend your pure heart. Your glowing energy creates an impenetrable shield of divine protection around your daily life. The people who belong in your timeline will naturally gravitate toward your warmth, while the toxic souls will immediately burn if they try to touch your golden aura. You have become the storm that you were desperately trying to survive. But this is not a storm of chaos or bitter destruction. It is a storm of magnificent divine justice and absolute cosmic balance. Heaven is publicly vindicating your name, while your enemies watch in complete horror. The long, painful years of silent tears are finally paying off in the most spectacular physical way possible. Your physical body and your high spirit are perfectly aligned now. The massive transfer of generational wealth is cleared for immediate delivery, and the true kingdom connection is stepping into your reality right now. You are holding the supreme power of the universe in your clean, healed hands. Everything you touch from this moment forward will automatically turn into brilliant, pure gold. But you must be incredibly careful right at this finish line. The pitch-black darkness has retreated behind you, but it is watching your next move. It wants you to doubt this glorious frequency, and it wants you to feel unworthy of the massive blessings currently falling into your lap. Do not let your human mind sabotage the incredible miracle that heaven just delivered to your doorstep. You need to lock this reality in place before you walk away. If you leave this frequency without sealing it, The enemy will try to steal your joy, and they will send a minor distraction to lower your vibration back to the old matrix of survival. You cannot allow them to intercept this beautiful heavenly transmission. You must perform a physical act to establish your ultimate energy shield. God is watching your response in this exact beautiful second. Are you ready to fully claim your throne and leave the heavy past behind forever? The dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown right now, so you must anchor yourself firmly to this new, elevated timeline. Prepare your heart, because the final divine seal of your victory is required immediately. I need you to stay perfectly still and absorb this massive power. You are the cycle breaker who completely rewired your family bloodline, and future generations will thank you for the silent battles you fought and won alone. The universe is handing you the final pen to rewrite your destiny. Do not drop this golden pen. Listen closely as we seal this magnificent new reality together. Your upgraded DNA is vibrating at the highest possible frequency. The angels assigned to your timeline are rejoicing at your absolute triumph, because the heavy chains are broken and the divine gates are wide open for you. Walk through them with your head held incredibly high. You are the chosen one, and your physical glow is the undeniable proof. Now it is time to finalize your majestic elevation. The pitch-black darkness has retreated completely behind you. The dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown today. You have successfully crossed the fiery desert of your painful past, and you emerged not as a broken victim, but as the supreme master of your reality. You are the anomaly they could never defeat. Your physical vessel is completely upgraded and sealed with divine light. The glowing radiance of your skin is a permanent shield against their toxic, heavy energy. They can look at you from a distance, but they can never touch your peace again. Your silence has become a lethal weapon that terrifies them. You simply exist, and they completely crumble. You walked through the dark valley of the shadow alone, and you did not flinch. The heavy isolation was your divine training ground for this exact moment in time. And now you walk with an invisible, massive army of angels guarding your every single step. No weapon formed against your high frequency will ever prosper in this new timeline. But before you step fully into this glorious new reality, you must listen carefully. The enemy wants you to click away and forget this powerful divine transmission. They desperately want you to leave your golden aura unprotected right at the finish line. You must perform a physical act to lock this miraculous frequency into your earthly life. To lock in this glorious frequency and create an absolute shield of protection, you must act. Type the words, "I am ready to receive my blessing," down in the comments right now. This is not just a simple comment on a video. It is a profound spiritual declaration that signals your complete obedience to the universe. Seal this reality right now. When you type those powerful words, you are actively claiming your divine inheritance. You are telling heaven that your hands are completely clean and wide open. The heavy baggage of the past is gone, and you are fully prepared to hold the massive generational wealth. Do not let a single moment of doubt stop you from claiming your rightful throne. If this fiery message has reignited the beautiful faith inside you, do not keep it. Do not hoard this massive blessing all to yourself today. There is another chosen soul out there, bleeding in the dark of deep despair. They are desperately needing a guiding light to survive their own brutal spiritual attacks. You hold the exact key they need. Share this video with someone who desperately needs to hear this truth today. Share this message to activate the supreme anointing and multiply your own incredible blessing. Sowing the seed of hope today is actively multiplying the divine wealth for yourself tomorrow. The universe heavily rewards those who freely share the light with others. Every time you share this divine frequency, you build a taller wall around your peace. You fortify your physical vessel against the emotional vampires who try to return. They will see your bright light, and they will immediately run away in absolute terror. Because your energy demands respect without a single word spoken to their toxic faces, take one final slow breath and feel the immense weight of your absolute victory. The narcissists who tried to bury you are watching your spectacular rise from the dirt. They are choking on the toxic poison they tried to force down your innocent throat. You did not break when the heavy storm hit your life. You evolved into something completely magnificent. This is your beautiful era of quiet authority and divine compensation. The long years the locusts ate are being restored to you in a massive physical overflow. Your incredible youth and your shocking beauty are just the opening acts of this profound miracle. True kingdom love and effortless financial abundance are rushing into your life right now. Never let anyone convince you that your pure heart was a foolish mistake. Your boundless empathy was the exact golden ticket that heaven used to upgrade you. You loved deeply, and you forgave constantly, even when your soul was completely bleeding. And that is exactly why you are standing at the top of the mountain today, while they sit in the dark. Stay firmly anchored in this high vibration as you walk through your daily life. Do not lower your brilliant light to make the toxic people feel comfortable around you. Let them be blinded by your majestic glow, because they chose to live in the shadows. You belong to the divine light, and the light will fiercely protect you forever and ever. Remember to leave your physical mark on this video before you finally go. Type your declaration in the comments and share this powerful truth to lock the gate. The spiritual surgery is completely finished, and your glorious new life officially begins today. Go forward with absolute supreme confidence. You are the chosen one, and you have won.